All right, so this is day two of creating a mastermind for people who want to build businesses that eventually can run without them. And we're building the collective, which is a mastermind to 100 members. And I'm just documenting the journey. So this is day two of doing something uncomfortable. And in entrepreneurship, you're kind of building the plane on the way up. And this is just some lessons, right? Even today, I get the notification that I have set up the alarm every single day at 9 o'clock just to reflect, to post it to you guys for accountability for myself, but more importantly for consistency to just show up every single day. And there's just some magic in showing up every single day, even when it's unpolished, even when you don't have an outcome that you expect, even when you don't feel like it, even when you're tired. You just proven to yourself that you can do things out of fear, out of uncertainty and doubt, and you can still feel the fear, the uncertainty, of doubt, and still get up and take action. And so, like today, the battery was dead. It wasn't auto focusing. It took me about 10 to 15 minutes to get this to work. And then when I finally get it to work, side quest, my wife calls me upstairs for something right as I finally get it to work. And nonetheless, you still must document. And a few lessons from the business from today is, so I had a sales call with a guy, and it's just funny for people in sales. The the reason why they aren't having success is the same reason why they can't get success for their clients, and the reason why their prospects aren't buying from them is because they are bad buyers. And the excuse that he has is that he got all of these things going on and he's too busy to get the exact result that's going to unlock everything for him. And it wasn't about the price, right? It was about everything else on this plate that was consuming all the energy and time and focus for him. And the thing that I was trying to get him to understand, but I wasn't going to try to convince him because he needs to understand this himself, is that successful people make time for the important things. And the most important thing in business is leverage. And the reason why you can't scale your business is because you either haven't scaled your skill set, you haven't scaled your tool set, or you haven't scaled your mindset. What do I mean by that? So in your skill set, you got to learn how to sell, you got to learn how to recruit, you got to learn how to lead, right? You have to and so that's on the skill set. On the tool set, you have to have systems in place and processes. And if you don't build them, you need to hire somebody who can. The other thing is the mindset. If you have the mindset that you have to continue to do all of these things as an entrepreneur, you choose how much you make per hour. And so if you're dialing the phones or setting appointments or checking emails, you have decided that you make $10 to $20 per hour for however many hours during the day you do that. Because you're an entrepreneur, so you choose. If you're doing sales calls all day, you choose to make $1,000 per hour. If you decide asset allocation, you're planning events, you're planning partnerships, you're learning something that's going to take your business to the next level and 10x it faster than you can 2x it, that is $10,000 to $100,000 per hour work. And so, as an entrepreneur, you have to have the decision making to understand that sometimes you have to leave a 7 or an 8 opportunity to hit a 10 opportunity. And the flawed thinking that this gentleman had is the number one reason why he is going to be stuck. And 6 months from now, he'll still be, I know how to figure this out. I already know exactly what to do, right? I just need to do it, stuck in the same situation instead of getting in the room. And I think that most times we just try to hard close people. And I think that I'm in the season now where I'm only wanting to work with people that align with the vision and the beliefs that I have, or they're hungry to change their old operating system and replace it with a new one. And so I understand why most times it's not the business that are in people's way, they're in their own way. And Sam Ovens used to say this all the time: people don't have business problems. They have personal problems that reflect in the business. They have personal problems with their mindset. They have personal problems with their skill set. They have personal problems with their tool set. And the the Entrepreneurship is nothing more than a journey of personal development and accumulation of skills. And so, as you scale the entrepreneur, so does the business scale. And this is an important lesson for you to learn. So after the sales call, obviously this guy wasn't a good fit for coming to the collective because we're very selective about how we let people in. The timing wasn't right. Wasn't about the funds, and he wasn't going to make a decision next week or the week after that. But he would just get around to it. So again, the pain either wasn't there, or it just wasn't a priority enough for him to solve a problem that he thought was important to him. So went through the day, creating some content, doing a couple things, documenting my journey, and then I had a coaching call about how to build a personal brand to scale your agency for life insurance agents and operators who want to build a sales team. And I went through a presentation with a good friend of mine who's also an agency owner that's got a sales team that's doing really, really well. And he still showed up. He's got 50 to 100 people that he could work with and like all these other things going on, but he still showed up. And that just lets me know that when it's important to you, you make time. And I think that a lot of people say what's important to them, but their actions don't line up with that. Because if it's important to you, you will make time for it. And I think that in this season, that's kind of what we're lining um, the business with. We're partnering with people who are 100% focused and dedicated on maxing out being the best version of themselves. And so I'm excited about that. We just solidified the room. We got the lanyards. People are RSVPing. Now I'm trying to collaborate and partner with a couple of amazing speakers to come and pour into people that are well known, that's actually like done and put the work in. And I'm putting together the itinerary. I usually kind of bounce some ideas off of this with my wife because she's like the biggest critic. So if I can get the event dialed in with her help, then it usually works. And so yeah, man, we're just excited about this journey and documenting it. And I'm happy that you guys are here to follow along. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.